forget about me. I know, won't stop, no, we dancing the blow. I'ma take my niggas and bitches wherever I go. So don't forget about me, don't forget about me. I know. Now do to me and my truancies.
What is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. I'm going to be filming this review without light directly on the box for this fragrance because the light actually reflects really badly and it's going to sort of blind you seeing the bottle or box. So no light for this one. I think you'll be okay. Today we're looking at a scent from the house of Comptoir Sud Pacifique, and this one is called Coco Figue. Now, this is a house that I don't think gets any of the real praise it deserves in the community. Is every fragrance a runaway hit? No. Do they sometimes seem to repeat themselves? Yeah, they do. But with that said, for summer scents, they do a good job, and the prices you can snag these at are some pretty great buys, pretty great buys. And it sort of reminds me a little bit of a French version of Acqua di Parma, the house specifically. And the name means Trading Post of the Pacific. This house dates back to 1974. It's a French fragrance house, and their main line is called their Eau de Voyage collection. And these are inspired by South Pacific islands. They have 7 different lines within the Eau de Voyage collection: a vanilla line, a fruity line, a floral line, a spicy line, a woody line, a fresh line, and a coconut line. Now, this house also does cosmetics and candles and currently has about 60 fragrances in their lineup. This was a house that I really learned about just going to one of my favorite pharmacies that sells wet shaving stuff called Pasteur Pharmacy in Manhattan. They carry some of their fragrances. I saw them there, and then I saw Lucky Scent had them as well, and I started paying closer attention to them. I smelled a few of Pasteur, and none really floated my boat. They were all really sweet, and to me, nothing that special. And then Adriana from Decant Shop started sending me a bunch of these fragrances for my sample shopping episodes, and then I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna blind buy one from Amazon. Now, the one that I wanted was Banana Vanille, a banana and vanilla scent, and I think that one is still produced but just not available in the United States. So I took a look at the ones that Amazon was selling, and there were a few of interest. For whatever reason, I decided to go with Coco Figue, and there are a few others that I plan on purchasing from this house down the line, but this one was first up. It's a 2009 addition to their Eau de Voyage collection, and the notes on this one are fig, vanilla blossom, and coconut pulp at the top, almond tonka and coconut powder in the middle, fig leaves, sugar, coconut milk, and vanilla in the base. I paid $30 for the 100 ml you see in front of you. There are a few sizes for this one, including a 30 ml, and it could typically be found between 30 and 70 bucks online. Locations that I do know that sells this line are Pasteur Pharmacy, Lucky Scent, and you can get them on Amazon and eBay as well. As far as your presentation goes, the box, the light reflective pain in the ass box, L'Eau de Voyage, Comptoir Sud Pacifique, Coco Figue, made in France, information on the bottom. On the back, just more information. On the top, nothing. So it's a really nice sort of teal color, you know, nothing to say good or bad about it. It is eau de toilette. The bottle is nice and heavy. It is sort of see-through, so you can see that juice level. It's got Comptoir Sud Pacifique engraved on the bottom along with the batch code. It's a transparent silver. It's got a teal sort of top to the cap. The atomizer is a little hard to depress, but it does give you an even distribution of fragrance. So I actually have no complaints whatsoever with the presentation. But this is a pretty mediocre scent, and I really say that for a couple of reasons. It's mainly about the coconut. It's mainly about the fig and coconut, and I've just smelled better scents for both notes. What you really get out of this one is a very milky coconut and fig scent that's very sweet and sort of white, if that makes sense. And I don't get a lot of fig from this one. Fig to me could almost have a peach-like tinge to it in scent, which I think is very true in a fragrance like Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. Sometimes fig can have a coconut vibe to it, like in Marc Jacobs Man, but I don't know that I've seen that fig totally swallowed up by coconut, and I think that's what I get here. It just doesn't progress that much at all. It's about coconut milk, vanilla, and sugar, and that's it. If you're itching to smell like that, you're going to do very well here, but there's no sort of deviance from that core of notes, and they do all blend together well. Personally, for me, guys, I like a bit more depth and dimension to my fragrances. Projection and longevity are fine with this one. Not going to blow you away, but it's going to service you decently. It'll project well, and it will last a bit, and will even give you a fair amount of sillage, but that's about it. It's not going to really do, it's not beast mode, let's put it like that. It is unisex, perhaps better suited for a woman than a man, and for me, I think it's a spring and summer fragrance, and only application I get out of this one is casually. It isn't something I want to wear to work or out at night. I could see wearing this one out at night, like on vacation, on a cruise, or somewhere tropical. If you can't get this one or want something like this but want something a little better, I think definitely check out Virgin Island Water by Creed, which is a lot of people think is the king of the coconut scents. Apuana by Profumo del Forte, I think, is the king of the coconut scents. It's got a banana note in it as well. Marc Jacobs Man is going to give you that fig and coconut really well done. Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma is going to give you a really fruity and zesty, almost tart fig. Figue Idin by, Fisokos by Diptyque is going to give you, a lot of people think that's one of the best fig scents out on the market. Première Figue by L'Artisan Parfumé, which I think was the first fig scent out on the market. So there are just a lot of different options. You don't really, you could do better, I think, for fig and coconut with this one. I think if someone were trying to talk you into purchasing this one, they'd say, hey, you like coconut? Well, this is coconut, and more coconut. I think they tell you it's pretty natural smelling. It doesn't really smell that synthetic to me. It does smell rather natural, and it's a great price. Let's be honest, 100 ml, it is niche. For $30 is not, you're doing well in that price range. But I think if someone were trying to tell you to pass on this one, they'd say that there's just no complexity in this one. You should spend that money elsewhere if you're looking for coconut or figs, and you can even do better with your money within the house of Comptoir Sud Pacifique. So you might want to pass on this one. I'm going to give this fragrance a 5.5 out of 10. It is not awful. If your goal is to smell like coconut, this will get you there. And if you want that coconut smell with nothing else in the way, this might be your scent. But if you, like me, like something with a bit more to it, that's a bit more challenging, something well blended, and something that would give you that tropical vibe that smells like more of a composed perfume than coconut and sugar, pass on this. I'm going to give Comptoir another chance and check out a couple more scents from them. They have an oud collection, which I'm really interested in. I'd love to get my hands on the vanilla banana one, and even the vanilla apricot scent could be at my alley. I don't hate what they've done here. It just feels very limited and a little bit like a longer lasting Demeter fragrance, straight up coconut, and it's not done that photorealistically to draw me in and impress me. So that is my review of Coco Figue by Comptoir Sud Pacifique. We'll be back, of course, next week with more videos, another review. If you have any questions about this fragrance, please feel free to reach out to me, guys.